Right, so I've just got back from the United States, from New York. Literally tried to get into my Porsche Taycan here, and yet again the battery has gone on it, so I can't open the door. So the door won't open. What happened was the alarm went off while I was away, and nothing now. So we now have to wait for the AA man to come. I think it's the 9-volt battery that's inside the car. It's an issue with the Porsche Taycans. I've only been away literally about 2 weeks tops. I went to Le Mans, and then I went to New York after that, and I've come back, and there we go. Luckily it was sat on the drive at the office. If I was at the airport now, I would be stranded at the airport, but yeah, nothing at all, completely dead. So we now need to wait for the AA to come along, and we need to get into the car. The last time I did this, I ended up getting locked inside the car, so I won't be doing that again this time. I'm waiting for the AA man to come. There's a little key on this key fob here that you can basically undo it with. We're going to try that, and then we'll get to well, I'll try and unlock the door, but then he needs to get in and basically jump start it with a little battery at the side there inside it. Right, so there's a little key there. We have to take that key out, and then what we're going to do is unlock the actual lock that's hidden right under here. It's a bit awkward, so we're going to unlock it so it's unlocked for him when he gets here. But I'm not making the same mistake and locking myself in again, because it is electronic locking. Right, so what we need to do now, so when the AA comes, well, Porsche Assist, there's a little lock under here, like a key lock there, that we need to put this in. It is a bit awkward, so we've got to try and put that in there like that. I don't think that's gone all the way in. No, it's very awkward. Maybe try it that way, and then lift. I can't twist it. It's hurting my hand. This is ridiculous. Hang on. No. I don't want to break the key off of it. Let's try and pull it out again. Okay, right, I'll try it this way. It's not, can't get the key in. Ouch, that's hurting my hand. Right, push it in again and see if this does it. No. It's really hurting. Right, if you can see, can you see this lock here? Look, close in on this lock. There's a little lock under there. There's a little key lock there. Look, see, there's the key, and I've got to get that into there to get this open, but it's not opening. No. Ouch. Right, I've managed to get the door open now. You had to turn it clockwise and then really twist it until it manually opens the door. The whole car's dead. It is the 9-volt battery, or I think it is anyway. That's what it was last time when I got locked inside my car. So this time I'm not going to get locked in. I'm going to leave the car open, and I'm going to try and see if I can switch it on from the inside. But I think everything's going to be dead. So let's have a look. I'm going to try and switch it on, and it's just completely dead. And this has been only 2 weeks. Now what I've got to do is under here, just down here, there's you have to take a piece of this plastic off and basically release the bonnet and then jump start the car with a 9-volt battery or whatever. So it's the 9-volt that's gone. And the reason being this has happened is because last time the AA guy said to me, because of all the security that's still working and the satellites, etc., it's draining power from the 9-volt battery in the car. And it doesn't help even if you keep the car on charge, which I haven't done, because it's a totally separate battery. It's just an issue with the Porsche Taycan. So I'm waiting for the AA to come. Porsche Assist could have come in the morning, but the AA is just as good and they know what they're doing, so we're gonna have to wait and fingers crossed that he'll fix it. But what an absolute nightmare. Don't want this when I've just landed. If I was at the airport, this would have been a complete nightmare. Right, I'm just gonna try and get this off for him. Apparently it's under here somewhere. If I can get this off, maybe I should leave it for him. There's it. It snaps out somehow. Come on, that's it. Here we go. And then behind there, take that off, that's it. Okay. It's in here somewhere where you have to jump start it. I think that's the bonnet release there. Yeah, there's a bonnet release there that should release the bonnet, look. So I think that is the bonnet release. You pull it. I think I might leave this for the AA guy now, but I think that is it there, look. Right, I think I've managed this to, if you pull it, come on. You pull it, pull that, and it should release the bonnet. No, come on. Right, it doesn't pull out like that. It does pull out, but you've actually got to put a positive against a negative. So I'm gonna have to let the AA guy do that, and then that releases the frunk, which is the front boot. Then he can get into there, then he can jump start it. But this is an absolute nightmare. This is twice now that this has happened, that my battery has just totally died. And as I say, it doesn't help even if you leave it on charge. Totally separate battery. It happened before.
Basically, there's a red, when you take it off, there's a red tag there.
So you put in 2 jump leads, so I'd need one of them then, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And then you put in a jump lead on there. Is that grounding it or something?
Yeah.
And then what do we do? Oh, then we just pop the trunk.
Yeah, hopefully it's got power to it now.
Right, let's try and pop the trunk. Here we go. Fingers crossed.
Might just not have a good earth.
Try it on there.
Yeah.
On that one. There we go. Bingo. Right, so you put the positive on the red tag that I pulled out, and the other one, the negative on the grounding on the metal pin. Right. So that's the battery in there. Now we've got to jump start that battery somehow. Is it jump starting it, is it, or something?
Yeah, I just did the same as with that power pack. I was going to do a battery test on it first.
Okay.
See what voltage is in it.
There we go. Sticking that on there. And that one on that one. Wicked. You're just testing it now.
I'm just seeing what voltage is in it first. It's got about 2 volts in it.
Right. So now.
Right, so that should have full power now. Just want to see if
Right. Right. So if I just switch it on, we have power. 12 volt battery low. Press power or connect charging plug. Right. That's right. Now the car switched itself off.
Is that back on?
Yeah. Seems to be okay. Now I've plugged it in. But we've got 139, got 59% of battery left in it anyway. Right, so we've got, how many amps is that?
Oh, it's 170.
That's what's going into the... There we go. Is that quite high to go into a 9 volt battery?
It's the 12 volt
12 volt battery. Right, so he's just checking now back with base because he said the voltage that's going in it seems a little high, but he says he's not sure with these electric cars, so he's just going to double check. Right, apparently it's not high. It's absolutely fine. It's normal for these kind of cars. So fingers crossed now that it just holds that charge. Right, so basically what has happened is the 12 volt battery has drained. It's now charging. I have to leave it plugged into the wall and also leave the car on. If I leave the car on, it's like leaving the engine running, although it's a bit weird because there is no engine running, but the car is switched on, and that's now putting charge back into the 12 volt battery. However, the issue is now the AA man has just said that he is taking the charge, but he said he doesn't think that it's going to hold it for very long. So I need to take it back to Porsche and get Porsche to have a look at the battery and maybe put a new 12 volt battery in and replace the 12 volt battery. I'm not sure what that cost will be. It's probably going to be pretty shocking, pardon the pun. So there we go. So I've got to take it back to Porsche, maybe get a new 12 volt battery or get that tested and then replace that. But at the moment I've got to wait 40 minutes now for the 12 volt battery to charge, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, it holds that charge. But I'm going back to Porsche Nottingham this week, so I'll get them to take a look at that. Right, it is pretty shocking. I've just had a quick check online and I've found a forum, a Porsche Taycan forum, and I think it said $2,800 for a 12 volt battery. That can't be right. I'm gonna have to check with Porsche Nottingham. Have a look online for me and tell me what it should be. That's mental. I'm not paying that. That's nuts. Anyway, that's all from me today. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, share it on social media, and just show people what a pain in the backside electric cars really are. That's all from me today. I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully not with a flat battery.